a pile of Jeep.
Does this get flash floods? Because in the video he sent me, there was no water.
There wasn't?
No.
Oh yeah, it's probably been sitting here for a month of Sundays.
For a couple days.
Really?
Yes.
What the?
Hope they got a spare. I like to whistle when I work, folks. I'm Wrecker Rick and you're watching Murphy's Diesel. We've got a recovery and it's a long ways away from here. It's like 190 miles down south and this thing is teetering on the edge of destruction. He emailed me yesterday and said, hey, whoever's listening to this email, I'm a damsel in distress today. I've got a Jeep, something or other. I'm not sure. I don't remember what Jeep it was. And we can't get this thing out. So he sent us a little video. There's a bunch of other Jeeps pulling on it. It was quite the cluster, folks. So I got HB loaded up. I've got the Freedom 550 started. I'm gonna grab Mrs. Wrecker Rick. She's inside drinking her coffee. And we're gonna hit the road. I've got to hook the old Freedom 550 up first though. But first, I would like to take a moment of silence for the Eagle's Nest Express, nestled here in my yard up against the majestic peaks of Bill Williams. A nice coat of frost on it this morning, just begging for somebody to take her camping. And remember folks, this giveaway is winding down. You better get entered to win this bad Larry, because you ain't got much more time. Go to murphysdieselstore.com, get yourself a Wrecker Rick hat, get yourself a Wrecker Rick rope kit, get yourself a shirt. Whatever it takes to win this bad Larry. Before it's too late, folks, because I need somebody to go camping with. Oh, boom. That's why I'm giving it away. I'm just looking for somebody to go camping with me, because nobody wants to camp with me. We could go camping together and drink beers together. I mean, sodas, and do recoveries and stuff together. And we could play that song about being best friends that I can't play for you right now because YouTube is a bunch of communists. Folks, this deal just got a whole lot sweeter. Blue Spade Forge handmade a custom chef set for the Eagle's Nest Express. A complete set of Damascus chef knives, folks. Because if you're anything like me, you like your meat. And I'm a stickler for a good sharp blade. It even comes with a cleaver. Unbelievable. And last but not least, this bad Larry. Because if you got a custom chef set, you're going to need a custom apron. Boom. If you're interested in a nice blade, go to bluespadeforge.com. Get yourself one of these jobbies. Or just go to Murphy's Diesel Store and buy yourself a bunch of merch and you're going to win yourself a bunch of knives when you win the Eagle's Nest Express. Because right now you can buy hoodies 30 times multiplied. Every dollar spent on a hoodie is 30 times multiplied going towards the Eagle's Nest Express. Now if you don't mind, I'm going to cut some meat up. Stand by folks, I'm gonna get hooked up. We've been leaving HB on the trailer because we've been having so many recoveries. Maybe I should get this Warrior winch wrap pulled off of it today and while we're in Phoenix, huh? What do you think? Should I take that over to the wrap shop like that? They might be pissed. The only clean part on the truck is these green pin shackles. Those are nice, aren't they? Compliments of Bailey's. Well, I mean, compliments of Wrecker Rick because I had to pay for them. Stand by, we're gonna get loaded up. And of course my batteries are dead on my Max D trailer. Here's a fun fact for you. If you ever get one of these gooseneck trailers, just get some steel ramps on the back. It'll save you a lot of headaches. Now I'm gonna have to jump start these batteries. Let's see if HB has fully charged batteries. Maybe I could just run the batteries off of HB. Stand by. Boy, she is deader than a truckin' doornail. Boy, it's just gonna be one of those days, huh? My trailer's too low in the front. My tail is too low in the back. The HB is dead. I'm gonna have to get the Freedom 550 over here. Jump start HB. Jump my pile of Max D. Stand by, folks. First time I'm looking under the hood on this bad Larry. Well, I'll tell you, I'm a stickler for maintenance, you know, checking my oil and such. I like to wait till they get about 6,000 miles on them, then I'll pull the dipstick. Check fluids, you know, that old chestnut. Like I said, I'm a stickler for maintenance. It's a good thing we got an early start this morning. Never fails though, every time I get an early start, that's when things go south. Well, that thing is not working right. Maybe it's low on fluid. Seems to work pretty good when you got the right amount of fluid in it. Check this out. It literally has a troubleshooting tip sticker on the door of the toolbox. Like, they know it has problems. I'll tell you what, it is colder than a well digger's asshole this morning. I've never seen HB struggle this hard to start. It doesn't have a grid heater. It's got a grid heater delete. That's one reason it's struggling. But it's 7 degrees this morning, so that also will do it. She's a little cold-blooded. Good morning, Goldie.
I'm sick, guys. I don't feel really good. I'm just watching a movie. See you, bye.
Whoa. So to get this pile of Max D trailer to work, you have to swap the lines over because one of the lines isn't charging because the hydraulic motor is not powering it. Every freaking time I use this trailer and I disconnect it. And when you swap the lines over, all the fluid comes out of it. So then you gotta put more fluid in it. Then the batteries go dead because you gotta plug it in every night to keep the batteries charged. Oh my God. Max D is the biggest pile of shit I've ever come across. And then it takes like 10 minutes to pull the legs up. And then it blows out hydraulic lines all the time.
So in other words, don't get yourself a Max D trailer unless you want to spend 2 hours every day
hooking it up. Now I gotta add more fluid because it puked all the fluid out of the lines when I changed them. Stand by, I'll get it. We'll be hitting the road shortly. We've got to stop and pick up some premium diesel and some communist exhaust fluid, folks. And I've just received a telegraph that we have another off-road recovery. It's an FJ Cruiser, and this thing is teetering on the edge of destruction, folks. It's literally about ready to fall off a 300-foot cliff. I think it's about ready to fall off into Sycamore Canyon. Sycamore Canyon's like mini Grand Canyon. We're gonna stop by and grab that one on the way to our other recovery. It'll only take me a minute. You know how that goes. Rick minutes turn into 2 days camping in the woods. So stand by. We made it to the drop location. We're gonna go by way of HB from here. It's dirt road all the way. We got about 5 miles to go, and we can make a lot better time off-road with HB than the Freedom 550, so stand by.
He just can't resist. Is that a thing for all men? You just can't resist that. And that's why half of you or a third of you or a quarter of you wind up getting stuck, right? Because you just can't resist it.
Y'all are never gonna believe this, but Mrs. Wrecker Rick put batteries in my remote, so we got a remote today. Unbelievable. Forgot to stow my cable for my last recovery. Well, I'll tell you what, this is handier than shirt pockets. Unbelievable. All right, folks, we're gonna hit the road. Stand by. Let me put my cruise control up. It goes right underneath my seat right here. That's where I store it. Ready to hit the road, babe?
Oh, yeah.
You're navigating. Here.
Why me?
Somebody's got to drive this hot rod. Buckle up, babe.
Oh my gosh, 41 miles? 41 miles. That can't be right.
It's definitely not 41 miles.
It says 41 miles. It's telling you to turn around and go back to 17 and go around.
Why?
Because it says this road is closed.
There's no such thing as a closed road when you're in HB, babe.
Tell that to the Forest Service.
Apparently this road is closed and it wants us to go 41 miles around. This could get western, huh?
Yeah.
Wonder why the road's closed. With as much water as we just got, I'd imagine it's because the road's washed out. Roads? We don't need no stinking roads. Mule deer, folks.
With their little white butts, they don't want none of Hellboy.
Boy, there's game everywhere today. Look at all the Canadian geese. Fun fact for you, they're from Canada.
Did they tell you they're from Canada?
No, Teddy Roosevelt actually transplanted all the Canadian geese here back in 1936. He actually herded them over here.
On a bear.
No, he rode the queen goose. Look at the turkey. They used to call me Turkey Call Rick. Boy, I'll tell you what, it is just lousy with game over here on Sneebly Hill Road. You know I could call turkeys, did you, babe?
You can call my turkey any day. That didn't come out right. Whatever.
How about the beautiful, rugged northern Arizona? Look at all that. The red rocks of Sedona. There ain't much water in Arizona, but it's country like this that keeps me here.
I guess I'm just chopped litter.
You're here because I'm here.
Am I?
Yes. You would have moved back to Tennessee already had you not have found your soulmate.
That's right, babe.
No, if you left and went to Tennessee, then I would be in Tennessee.
Aww. That's sweet.
You had to come 1,600 miles just to find a man.
Ain't that the truth?
They grow them differently out here in Arizona, folks. Women come from far and wide.
Babe,
What?
you missed your turn.
They used to call me Lightning Lip Rick. I'm gonna flip this rig around and find my turn. I guess I missed it. What?
Just kidding. Over there yapping away.
You're a piece of...
There's a dirt bike behind you.
Like, what are you doing? There's a mile of road there. I don't know. I shouldn't say that, folks. I shouldn't be so judgmental. We'll get to the bottom of this, though, and find out exactly how they got in that predicament. I'm assuming they were passing right there. I don't know. I'll bet he shit his nest, though.
Morning. Sure am.
I'm glad to see you.
Good. Got yourself in a pickle, huh?
Boy, did I. I'm so embarrassed.
Are you okay?
Yes.
Whew. I'm getting a heart attack just driving by. There's a rock there, babe.
Boy, that would have been a bad day, huh? What'd you have against all this road over here?
I was wondering if somebody else was coming through and maybe you guys were trying to pass each other.
No excuse.
No excuse. That's okay.
Whoa! It's steep right here. It's no joke. So the tranny's sitting on a boulder too. That wheel's off the ground. This thing's literally teetering. Good thing it's got skid plates on it. Okay, so we got a plan. Plan is we're gonna put HB right here in this rock pile. We're gonna run 2 low lines and we're gonna drag this thing forward and sideways right to this big boulder right here. So the only problem is this big boulder's right in the way. That's why we built HB so big, so I could run boulders over and put it wherever I want it. I should explain where that come from, folks. My wife doesn't want me to, but I feel like a lot of my quotes come from people that work for me. I've had a lot of different characters come through my shops over the years, and they always leave something behind when they leave there, and usually it's a funny little saying. And a guy actually that just parted ways with us, it was mutual, used to say that about everything. So now it's kind of a little Murphy's Diesel saying that everybody says, because every time you'd ask him if he likes that idea or give him an idea, he'd be like, I don't hate that. Just kind of sticks with you. Stand by, folks, we're gonna get rigged up. Happy to pick up my pocket pliers, babe?
Do you know who you're married to?
Oh, you're so sweet. Can I have yours too?
Mine are bigger. Where can I get my own pair?
You can go to murphysdieselstore.com, get yourself a pair of RECOVERIES pocket pliers. This custom side pillar that I built is pretty slick. It makes it where you only have to have 1 winch to pull off of either side. You just take your rope from this side, throw it over to the other side, and now it's a passenger side winch point. Pretty slick, huh?
Genius!
Just running my winch line out, and I got a remote. Just about rigged up. Who's steering this bad, Larry?
I guess me. It's just the 2 of us today. Just the 2 of us. We can make it if we try. Just the... Nope.
Yep.
Not digging it?
Yep. It's beautiful, babe.
Thanks.
We are ready to recover. Mrs. Wrecker Rick is going to be behind the wheel in this bad, Larry. All right, we got some tension on it now. Mrs. Wrecker Rick's going to hop in it so she could hold the brakes, put it in neutral, steer the front wheels in the direction I need them to go. Go ahead and fire it up. Take your wheel to the left. Ready? Okay, let off the brake. Just a little.
everything's fine under there too.
Oh, thank you. I'm so happy.
Good pull, babe. Good pull.
Thank you. Well, that went pretty smooth. Boy, that was slicker than grease style shit. Folks, Mrs. Recorick's gonna pull her forward now, get it out of harm's way. Straight on through. Pull up against the wall right here. Hard this way. Oh yeah. Got a little tire off the ground. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Come on back. Come on back. Come on, come on, come on. Keep coming. Real easy, real easy. Keep coming. A little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Keep coming. Go ahead, pull forward. Left. Hard left, hard left. Whoa. Come on. A little more. A little more. A little more. Little more. Little more. Little more. Right there. Keep coming. Keep coming. Just ease back a little. Right there. We work heavy recoveries, big wrecks on the highway, semi stuff for the law enforcement. That's our main deal. But we do this
Glad
to
you had a few minutes for me.
help folks out. And
We got another one down in Queen Creek. We're on our way too, so that's why we grabbed you on the way. So they're stuck up on a big boulder down. They were rock climbing, doing something.
That's gonna take a minute to get there.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, what can we do to advertise for you guys or something?
nothing. No, that right there.
Well, you guys are awesome, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice meeting
Thank
y'all.
you. I'd like to buy you guys
Yes,
lunch.
sir. Oh, absolutely not.
Let me get you
No way.
lunch.
No, we do this for you.
Well, let me
buy you lunch. Let me buy you lunch.
Thank
All right.
you. You're too kind.
Yes, sir.
Glad to help out.
Thank y'all so much. Be safe.
On to the next one. If I could get off this rock. We might need that FJ to pull us off.
Don't you dare. Gotta love that rear steer. Tight places, tight turns, a breeze.
I'll tell you what, folks, the camera does not do it justice. That is a long ways down there. I bet you it's 500 feet, if not more. And it's almost straight up and down. That would have been deadly. You could turn HB around just about anywhere. All you need is just enough room for an Austin Powers golf cart. We're getting back on the highway. Next stop, Apache Junction. We're about 30, 40 miles from there. It's gonna be a long day. And I just about lost my pocket pliers. Stop doing all these free recoveries, I could probably afford a pair of jeans. We made it to Phoenix just before rush hour hit. So traffic is still flowing, fortunately. Sure is beautiful down here in the concrete jungle. I guess I spoke too soon. We are hitting rush hour. Right on the head. Luckily, we're getting off this pile of highway in 3 miles. It's already 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We will not be getting home until probably 10 o'clock tonight, if not later, because Murphy's Law. Stand by, we're almost there. Well, at least we're almost to dirt. I think this thing's down about 6 or 7 miles of really bad trails. Every time we drive HB through Phoenix, we get about 50 emails. Everybody spots HB. It's pretty cool. Fun fact for you. Mrs. RECOVERIES answering emails right now. Just kidding. She's doing my taxes. I used to call her Mrs. Accountant Rick. It's 75 degrees down here. Can you believe that? And we're right at the beginning of winter. Unbelievable. It's a good thing I got my Murphy's Diesel Hellboy t-shirt on today. From Whitecap Mountains, Ponderosa Pines, 40 degrees to 75 degrees, saguaros and jumping cactus, only in Arizona. Fun fact for you, I worked a ranch one time that was so big that one side of the ranch had ponderosa pine trees and snow on it, and the other end of the ranch had saguaro cactuses and 75 degrees. It's called the ROs. It's pretty cool. Comment below and tell us what other states you can do that in. Stand by, folks. We're hitting the dirt. We made it to the drop location. The driver of the vehicle is supposed to meet us here, but I do not see anybody. Do you think he's really coming, babe? What? Do you think it's a real call? Am I being punked right now?
We're not famous enough to get punked.
I feel like I'm being punked right now. I feel like Ashton Kutcher is going to jump out from behind that Chevy Cobalt right there. All right, come on, guys. The jig is up. Ha 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 ha. You got me.
Never get that one.
Here, let me do that.
Make it right. You get that one already.
Well, buy yourself a can of WD-40 and you'll be able to get it.
Why do I have to?
Why do I have to? Sure is beautiful though down here. It's green too. It's all that moisture we just got. Well, that's not good. It's supposed to have a nut on it. Looks like my axle's twisted too. Looks like my lower links are coming out. See, it's tilted back. Oh, my lower links are coming unscrewed. Oh, looks like that one's about ready to fall out over there. That's not good. Probably ought to screw those back in, huh? Look at that. That bolt's about ready to fall out. Does anybody even take care of this thing? You get a hold of him, babe?
No, I have Crowbar calling him. I can only text on satellite.
Looks like I'm missing a bump stop too. Poor old HB. Yeah, that one's way out. Well, we talked to the guy. It appears that he's having vehicle trouble. He's still 30 minutes away. It's gonna get dark before he gets here. Oh, boy, I'll tell you. Murphy's Law, huh? Well, folks, we've got some coordinates. We're gonna go ahead and get started without them. I guess worst case scenario is I could just pick it up out of there and drag it up. I could shift the tranny into neutral by hand underneath or something. I'll figure it out. Pull the drive shaft out of it. I don't know. But we're going to get started without them because they said they got another vehicle that they can make it in there. Guess that's 3 miles of bad trail. So I don't want to be out here all night. We're going to go get it recovered and then they can come pick it up. Stand by. You're navigating. Well, there goes my light bar, and we picked up a grommet. We still left one behind. Oh yeah, that's handy. Just fantastic. There you go.
Babe, I think this is one of those times that you have a talk. Is that your bra? Have you been cross-dressing?
It's not mine. It's burn daylight, babe. And I destroyed my light bar. So there's that. Set of over-the-shoulder boulder holders back there, huh?
Where? How did you come up with that? Is that a saying in Arizona?
Over-the-shoulder boulder holders?
Yeah.
I don't know. I picked it up in my travels, babe.
What did you just break?
Intercooler, boo. under a time crunch. We'll have to fix it up here, folks, when we get to the recovery. Hopefully there's no bad places that I can't make it through, because I have no horsepower. I'm running on like 6 horses right now. Stand by. Well, folks, our intercooler boot is actually blown, like blew out. And fun fact, while I was in there, my high pressure fuel pump is falling off of my engine. So that's fun. Stand by. Nothing like feeling the breeze blow through your beard right before the sun's about to go down. And after a nice long hot day, that's probably going to turn into a nice long cold night. Pretty cool country though. I guess it's better to be broke down here in the desert than 12 inches of snow. We've got about a mile left to go. Hopefully HB will hold together 1 more mile and then 5 miles back out.
You're good.
Folks, we finally made it. HB is still running. We got about 20 minutes of daylight. I'm gonna see if we can knock this out before it gets dark, because I'm scared of the dark.
This one? It's a Ram 5500. Oh, okay.
Power wagon? Boy, he's right up here in this box canyon, huh? What on earth was he doing in a Toyota Prius back here? No, I'm just kidding. It's a Jeep thing. I'll tell you what a Ram 5500 thing is. Hanging out the GD window so you can see. Even with no horsepower and a blown intercooler boot, HB doesn't seem to give two super yet. Anyway, let's keep our fingers crossed. See if we can't get this pile of Jeep out of here. I can't believe we came all the way down here for this thing. Well, I mean, I always like to keep it cleaner than when I found it. In other words, I'm a garbage man. Wow. What a pile of Jeep.
Does this get flash floods? Because in the video he sent me, there was no water.
There wasn't?
No.
Oh yeah, it's probably been sitting here for a month.
It's only been here
Sundays.
for a couple days.
Really?
Yes.
What the? Hope they got a spare.
No, the video he sent me, there was no water, and it was not right here. It was like right there.
Well, they must have got it to here. So we're gonna get this thing to there.
What's the styrofoam for?
Bumper came out of the bumper.
Oh, I was like,
Putting the bumper showing impact.
oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Kind of. I didn't bring a trash bag.
We're gonna just start throwing it in.
Yeah, okay, cool. That's what I was like.
Fill that truck up.
come out, or somebody like this, like the?
Oh no,
We have charge.
we don't charge for it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Those rings.
Here's the plan. We got all the trash picked up around it and put inside it. Now I'm gonna back HB up right there, boom out a little bit, drag it up this rock face, and it looks like we're gonna have to tow this pile of Jeep out of here, which really sucks because I don't have an intercooler boot, but let's see what happens.
Is that in your way?
Now we're getting it away from that rock. Not that it matters, but we don't want to drag the cab off that rock. Pull up a little bit. Watch that cab over there. Let me know if it's getting into it. I'm gonna try to pull forward a little bit. What?
Oh, nothing.
Well, I still don't want to destroy his cab. I mean, it's a pile of shit. But
He didn't mind destroying it.
I could just jam it around that rock if I wanted to, but it'd probably cave the cab in. I'm gonna have to turn around and drag the rear end this way because it's wedged in that rock. So, or I suppose I could use my side puller, back up right here. Stand by, folks. Plans, folks. We're just gonna run a line right here and see if I can't pull that up a little bit. I got my side puller line here that I can help keep it from rolling over. If I could just get that rear end up on there, I think we got it. Back to that back tire, one right there, drag it up the side right here. I think it'll come now. These Jeep Cherokees are like trout, folks. They always give in. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. Alright, so this little hook jobby is a piece of Jeep, so we went through his wheel. I fished it through there because I'm a fisherman. They used to call me Fisherman Rick. And now we're gonna pull this up and the back at the same time, maybe. Stand by. Well, we got it up on top. Now we got to drag this pile of Jeep all the way back out of here. I doubt it runs. We dang sure don't have any keys. The guy hadn't even showed up yet.
I'll trade you for a sweater and a jacket till we get out of here.
I got one for you. Yeah.
You can give it to him. I ain't
Yeah.
cold.
Might be a little muddy.
That's all right.
Well, it's got a broken tie rod. So this thing's gonna have to be towed all the way out of here, plus a flat tire. We got it hooked up. We're gonna start towing. I'm gonna throw my sling in the back seat of his Jeep. I hope you don't mind.
Take your 5 deep breaths like bodybuilders do. They go. They say it helps.
Now it's got to come out with us. Look at that thing wiggling around. Hopefully it makes it. That's the blown intercooler boot. I'll try to duct tape it up here. I traded that guy a hoodie for some duct tape.
We know night recoveries are no fun, and we tried to get these done before it gets dark because it gets cold when it gets dark in the desert. But stand by.
No, it's not flat. It's just aired down. They go better when they're aired down. That's pretty gnarly. Bet y'all didn't know we had trails like that in Arizona, huh? I'm not talking to you Arizona boys. I know you guys know that, but I'm talking to you Utah boys.
Pick up crap. Boy. Hayden, you owe us.
I adjusted my slings and stuff and my drag winch to tow her on out of here now that I'm on kind of flat ground. Leave it kind of loose and that stuff so you don't tip the Jeep over. We're headed back to the truck. Stand by. Well, look who decided to show up. I think that might be our customer.
Howdy.
How's it going?
Are you Aiden?
Yes, I am.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How's it going? This your Jeep?
Yes, it was.
These tires are gigantic.
Thank you.
It's insane. Camera doesn't do it justice at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah, no, I get that all the time. Let's move up to the pullout up there, staging area, whatever that's called. We'll take care of the billing up there. Let me get this for you, babe.
Oh, thanks. Always a gentleman.
Did you see him look at me when I said we'll take care of the billing at the staging area?
Oh, yeah. He didn't ask. I didn't say. We didn't discuss any of it.
He's like, ah. We're gonna try to throw a little duct tape on this bad Larry.
Oh, is that what he traded you?
Yeah, he traded me some duct tape for a hoodie.
Nice.
Pretty good trade out here on the trail. I'm gonna see if I can duct tape it up. My oil's getting hot right now because I'm not gonna get on it. I'm just kind of worried about the big incline. There's a couple of big inclines coming out of here, isn't there?
Yeah, right.
It's been fine so far. So keep my engine from getting dusted. Boost on it at all. I'm just gonna feather the throttle, nice light leisurely stroll so I don't blow my duct tape boot out. Stand by, folks. Jeep just follows right along like a puppy dog, huh? Are you hungry, babe?
Famished. Famished? Starving. Hangry. Friendly people?
Yeah, I don't want him cold on his way home. Where you want to drop it at?
Somewhere.
Just like right here or something?
Yeah, somebody has to get
Okay.
Well, we made it back to the pool. Didn't have any trouble. We got lost a little bit, but other than that, I wouldn't say we got lost. Mrs. Rick had her head up her ass.
Whatever.
I'm just kidding. Bill will be in the mail. You send us a check, we'll take a personal check. So, stay classy, folks.